Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the official Hammer Time podcast. As always, I am your host, along with my weekly breaking down partner in crime, Mr. Jake. We are back for another preview, and we have some games to dive into. Same as always, same as every week. Hope you guys are having a good week. As stated in the recap that was posted earlier this week on Monday or Tuesday, whatever that was, I already lost track. We're on a heater. We're going to keep it rolling. And this is a team game. I'm a team player.
Bet yesterday.
And same. We also did as a group. That's 2-0. I don't know.
Positive in college basketball.
That's all that matters. We're moving. Doesn't matter. Same thing as always. Like, follow, subscribe, comment, share. Whatever else there is that you people do with
Review
our videos and watch. Yeah. Which you have to watch to, do that kind of stuff, which is kind of cool, I guess. Other than that, we're now sponsored by SoBet. Went over that last week. Big news there. It was really cool. And apparently me and Jake are now trying to be handicappers in what is so-called a G League. For no context, that sounds absolutely hilarious, but
yeah. Listen to this. I got you.
Let's go NAIA. Let's go NAIA. Yeah, we'll go into the games. College football weekend, big weekend, pivotal weekend for some. Have some Friday plays, have multitude of Saturday plays, and essentially we're just going to go down the line in the chronological order because I was an idiot and was really unorganized and was pretty much going across 3 different time zones in the first 3 games. So, first game's first, and I'll let him take the reins on this one as he kind of breaks these down, and then we could just piggyback off of that. Because I don't want to go over this game first, because I feel like it's not fair. Notre Dame-Pitt, 12 o'clock kickoff. It's in Pitt. College game day is going to be there. Take it away, Penny.
Well, we'll start with Notre Dame is favored by, what's the line now? 12? Is it 10 or 12 now?
10.
13 in some places. 12 and a half. Minus 12 and a half.
12?
Over under, yeah, 12 and a half.
Holy cow.
All right. Over under 54 and a half. When you're looking just at the numbers with this game, you are talking about a Pitt defense that is number 3 in rush defense in the country against a Notre Dame offense that loves to run the ball. They have Jeremiah Smith. They have Jadarian Price. They have Jeremiah Smith. Jeremiah Love.
Whoa. Lord. I was like,
it's
I would
late,
love.
Guys.
It's like, late. I'd love if we had it, but I digress.
Jeremiah Love. Jadarian Price. I was so worried about getting Jadarian right that I messed up Jeremiah Love.
He just lost all hope for getting drafted in this G League just with that comment.
I just cooked myself in the last 5 minutes. Anyways, Jeremiah Love, Jadarian Price, even Carr's got a little bit of mobility in him. This is what we would call crowbar theory in the fact that has Pitt played anybody with a rushing attack as good as Notre Dame's? No, they have not. Louisville comes close, I would say, but Louisville is still able to run the ball decently well against them. Not to Louisville standards in that game, but my thinking on the offensive side of the ball for Notre Dame is I think they're going to do what they do. I don't see this Pitt defense being something that hinders Notre Dame from scoring points, from driving down the field, from hitting explosive runs. I think Notre Dame is just going to be Notre Dame. I think that's kind of how they've been all year. No one's really stopped Notre Dame offensively. And on the other side of the ball, you think about Pitt and you think about this, ground and pound. They're going to run first. They're going to pass second. Israel Banakanda, the Kenny Pickett-led days with the running game. No, that's not this team. Heitschel, dude is a dog. True freshman has thrown for 300 yards in his last 4 games, in 3 of his last 4 games. Crazy. They throw the ball a ton. If you want to beat Notre Dame, you have to be able to throw the ball at a very high level because they stop the run really well, and they are lacking in the pass department. Like you said, college game days here. It's an early kick. But Pat Narduzzi literally just came out and said he doesn't care about this game. And that bleeds into the locker room to me. I don't think they care. He obviously doesn't care. They've been outscored like 110-13 in the last 2 times they've played Notre Dame. Like I'm not touching this number. I originally, before the Narduzzi comments came out, I did get Pitt 10.5. I bought out of it. I would lay Notre Dame up to 14. I think they murder them. I don't think Pitt cares. I think they want to win the ACC. So I don't think this game matters to them.
I couldn't tell if the Narduzzi quote was a shot at us not being in a conference or if that was just a plain like statement like, hey, we statistically don't need this game, so it doesn't really matter. Some cases, I guess it kind of makes sense, yes, but at the same time, why would you not want a top 10 win on your resume? Regardless, I think kind of weird. Nonetheless, as a fan, it's hard to really talk about games like these because it frightens me. And it's one of the that I've had circled literally since the beginning of the year. Like it's one of those teams that's just like always scrappy. It's technically this is a really old rivalry for those of you who don't really know. It goes back a long ways from early 2000s to the 90s where Pitt was actually pretty good. I mean, you like going back to like Larry Fitzgerald and all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of people that came through there. In terms of a betting standpoint, this game is either going to be one, Notre Dame wins by 20 plus, and it's an absolute blowout. The other side of that, Pitt wins outright by like a field goal. Pretty much those are your only two options. I don't see a world where Notre Dame just wins by a touchdown. I don't see a world where Notre Dame just wins by 10. I don't necessarily. It's going to be 2 possessions or it's going to be 1 possession where Pitt just wins. I just don't see any other outcome like that. Like statistically speaking, Pitt's strengths balance out, or I don't want to say cancel out because I still think they're going to be able to run the ball. I still think Notre Dame's going to find ways to move the ball downfield. They're one of the most prolific offenses that we've seen this year that finds a way to make points and like they use their guys, and it's something that they've gotten better at, and I think it's something that they're only going to get better at. You have a younger guy at the quarterback position. Same thing on the other side. I mean, let that kid sling it, dude. Like that Florida State game, unbelievable. Opened so many eyes, and immediately Holstein, see ya. We got Heinschel. We're good. You know, the Colin Coward kind of thing. We're good. We don't need him anymore. I think it's going to be a fun game. Nonetheless, projections-wise, I have it literally at 12.6 on a neutral field. So, I mean, if you count in any lick of home field advantage, is that 2 points? Maybe. I don't. Sure. If that, like you know,
that stadium
like
sucks.
Projected total-wise, I mean, it could be a high-scoring game. I'm projecting just around 54. I don't know what the total is. That's actually one thing I haven't looked into.
It's 54.
Okay, I haven't looked into it one bit, but I'm right around 56. Actually, I looked at it wrong. Sorry. So maybe a live play. I don't know. I don't want to force. I don't want to force plays. But if you get a number for Notre Dame that is around a 7, depending on how they look, I just don't know. It's weird. But nonetheless, to stay away. I hate betting these kind of games. Nonetheless, I did have Pitt and I bought out. I don't know. I just don't see it. And yeah, for the record, I had Pitt really early. Like really, really, really early. And like this was before the Narduzzi quote, really. It was just a matter of like I don't know. And then all of a sudden the quote came out and it's just like, yeah, there's no chance, right? So
I have it projected at 7, but I'm not playing it.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah,
I mean, yeah.
I'm not doing it. And another thing, Notre Dame is like the number 1 team in taking money on game day. So if you're going to bet Notre Dame, I would do it now. do not
be
wait
very, yeah.
until Saturday because that line will probably steam to 2 touchdowns. So
It's not going to surprise me. Do you want to do the next one?
what is the next one? Ah, yes. Oklahoma travels to Tuscaloosa to play Alabama. Top 12 matchup? Yeah.
It's
Oklahoma
Oklahoma
11?
12? Oklahoma,
Oklahoma's
yeah.
11? Yeah, top 12 matchup in Bryant Denny. This is a 2:30 kick, 3:30 Eastern. It is on ABC. It looks like right now you can get 5.5 to 6 on most books. Over under is low, 45.5. I will tell you before I even cap it. I took Alabama minus 5.5, and I think it's my favorite bet of the week. Alabama is. I don't want to say they're like the Chiefs in college football because they're not like with DeBoer, they're not like the Chiefs, but you think that they play bad and they play in kind of close games. And then you look at the box score and you look at like the final score and you're like, oh, they won by 12 or oh, they won by 11. Like I watched that entire LSU Alabama game last weekend. Not a single time did I ever feel like, oh, Bama's kind of in trouble. I didn't feel that way against Georgia. I didn't feel that way against Tennessee. I haven't felt that way about a Bama game this year, other than the Florida State game. And this is a completely different team. When you talk about it from like an actual football perspective, Oklahoma's defense, what are they really good at? Stopping the run. Awesome. You know who doesn't run the ball? Alabama. So it doesn't matter because Alabama doesn't care to throw the ball 50 times. It doesn't affect them. They want to be honest. It helps them more passing the ball 50 times a game than it does even trying to run it because they have Jeremy Bernard, Ryan Williams. They can throw it to the running backs out of the backfield, Riley in specific. Ty Simpson is mobile with his legs. So that doesn't matter to me. What is Oklahoma's defense susceptible at? The pass. They've let up over 300 yards to the only two offenses they've played in the top 25 in any offensive statistic. So you're asking me if Oklahoma's defense can sustain Ty Simpson and these receivers? I don't think so. And on the other side of the ball, like what can Oklahoma do offensively that is going to make me worry about Alabama's defense? Alabama's defense is good. They don't get that much pressure, yeah, but they've been able to get creative lately. I feel like they've been really creative with their defensive game plans, and it's been honestly kind of impressive what Womack's doing. Like, Mateer isn't the same quarterback he's been. The only reason, and I hate to say this if you're an Oklahoma fan, but the only reason you won the Tennessee games because he had 3 turnovers, and one of them was for a touchdown. Like, your offense did nothing. Like, Mateer barely threw for I don't even think he threw for 200 yards. He just ran it for 80. Like, there's nothing that makes me think Oklahoma has any dog in them in this fight specifically. So I think Alabama wins. I think they win by double digits. I'm gonna ladder this game. I will be laddering this to 2 touchdowns.
I'm pretty much with you. I haven't bet that. This is one I haven't bet yet, but I really just wanted second thoughts on, or more so just wanted to kind of see how the market reacted. Part of me is curious, like, if Oklahoma loses that Tennessee game, what is this line? Because, like, what is the overreaction here? Like,
10.
why are we at 5.5 in some spots? That makes zero sense to me. Like, as to why they are getting in Tuscaloosa. Like, that's like 5.5. I can probably understand 5.5 in Norman, maybe 4.
This is under a field goal on a neutral.
Like, what are we doing with it? I don't get it. This is a completely different team. Like, from the week 1 Florida State game, from even from the Georgia game, really, when they shouldn't have won that one. They have been. They look like the best team in the country. Dare I say? One of them. Maybe that's my natty ticket talking. I don't know, but like, I'm too high on this team to just look at this number and go, yeah, I can kind of see it. Not a chance. This is at least a touchdown minimum.
I think
Anything
six and
under
a
a
half,
touchdown, anything under a
maybe seven.
touchdown, I'm playing without a doubt. So yeah, I'm with you. Give me the 5.5.
There you go. Us agreeing,
Um,
always a great thing.
I don't know. Our agrees aren't too bad. I think it's me and Dylan's agrees are terrible.
We were bad
Um,
last week, but
there need to be studies.
game plays last week was weird.
Let's see the next one. I believe would it be Texas, Texas, Georgia?
Technically, no. Maybe. No, Iowa USC.
Oh, is that?
That's 2:30.
Oh, ew. 12 o'clock game.
12:30.
This one's weird. What is so? I don't have the spread pulled up in front of me. What is this line right now?
You can get anywhere from 7.5 to 6.5 right now.
A lot of people are not going to like this. Actually, a lot of people might like this. I don't know.
Okay. Alrighty.
USC taking on Iowa in the Coliseum, and this has been one that's been catching different eyes and different angles in terms of market betting. I, for one, did not expect the line to be this big, personally. And quite frankly, a lot of people didn't either. I'm seeing a couple of people taking Iowa, and I'm seeing a couple of people taking USC. Might be a stretch to say USC wins, Iowa covers, is where I stand on it, because I make USC just over a field goal. In terms of defense or Iowa defense versus USC offense, these numbers butt heads perfectly. Like there's like no seams, there's no misses. Each strength hits the other team's strength. And there's not necessarily one metric here that says they're going to be doing this better than they are going to be doing this. It's going to be an Iowa offense, first of all, that is very good running the ball versus a USC defense that is absolutely horrid against running the ball. That is probably the only discrepancy that I will see there in that kind of case. And mobile quarterback, I'm yet to see USC contain a mobile quarterback this far. And time will tell within these next couple of weeks, obviously, because they are going to be playing more mobile quarterbacks as the few weeks go on. But the game here is USC's offense versus Iowa's defense. And I think Iowa's defense just finds ways to contain the pass catchers of USC. And ultimately, they're not going to run the ball. There's no there's no reason for USC to run the ball. As long if you're doing anything other than the ball being in the quarterback's hands, then you're dumb. I don't know. I don't know what you're doing with that play call sheet, genuinely. Because they cannot run the ball at all. And they're sure as ever not going to be able to run the ball in this Iowa defense, for one thing. There's no reason to. I like Iowa. Anything above a 7, I probably will take Iowa after this, knowing that my model actually had it down this low, because 3.7 compared to a touchdown is a lot. But yeah, I don't know. USC wins, Iowa covers 27-24. Ideal, maybe.
Yeah, I've seen people talking about how USC ran the ball all over Michigan at home, and that USC can play the bully ball, Big Ten style of football, and that USC is changing their philosophies. And we know with the Lincoln Riley offense, same as Heupel, Levy, all those guys, they want to run the ball first. That's how their offense is built. The thing that worries me about USC in this game specifically is when they played Michigan, obviously Michigan had to worry about Makai Lemon and they had to worry about Jacoby Lane. In the game that they're going to play on Saturday, it's going to be heavy rain. And it's going to be 10 to 15 mile per hour winds. And it's going to be like 50 to 60 degrees. It's going to be kind of cold. And so Iowa's elite at not letting up explosives. They are elite at beating you in the margins. And they are elite at being Iowa. And people watched last week and Oregon beat Iowa playing Iowa's game. I'm not going to sit here and say that USC can play Iowa's game because I don't think they can.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
If we're going to play this like Iowa wants to play this, you are going to be in trouble because it makes the margins thinner. Oregon was able to win special teams, hidden yardage, and I think they won time of possession too. So you are asking USC, who has a worse defense because Oregon's defense is elite, and they are going to have to go win special teams against this unit. No, thank you. 7's way too much. I have this at 4. I've already taken Iowa plus 7. I wouldn't be shocked if we're sitting here at 6 Eastern or 7 Eastern and Iowa's beating USC because and this
I'm
is
taking
also,
the money line. Yeah,
it's ultimate back or bounce back spot.
Mm-hmm.
Iowa loses playing their game, and you're telling me Kirk Ferentz isn't going to sit there in that locker room and be like, "You can't lose when we play our game. Like we had them right where we wanted them." I think they're going to have a fire lit under them. I think Iowa's going to come out to play. I think USC might overlook this a little bit, and I think Iowa is going to. I think Iowa's going to cover.
No win, just cover.
I'm not going to take them to win, but I will. I'm saying I would not be surprised.
That's fair.
Right. Next one. Oh yeah, going to Athens. Texas plays Georgia at 6:30 Central, 7:30 Eastern, ABC. Georgia is currently favored by 6.5. Over under sitting 49.5. This game's interesting. Obviously, we listen to other people. We watch other things before we do some of this stuff. We obviously do our own notes and do our own research. I have not heard a single person talk about how Arch Manning, people have talked about Arch Manning and how he's taken a step and how he looks so much better. Have we not talked about the 2 defenses Arch Manning played when he did that? Because I haven't heard it. I haven't heard anyone talk about how they beat Mississippi State, whose defense is terrible, and how they beat Vandy's pass secondary that's also like bottom 90 in the country. So yeah, Arch Manning may have taken a step, but I don't think it's this humongous, like, oh my God, he did this against Alabama or Georgia, and he gets to go prove it right now. But Gunnar Stockton's the better quarterback, in my opinion. I think this being at home is huge. I think it being at night is huge. Georgia out physicals Texas. They've done it the past 2 times that they've played. Georgia is more physical than Texas. So I think Georgia is going to have a field day on this defense. I'm not saying they're going to put up 40, but I think they'll control clock. They will have sustained drives. They will put up 7s if they get past the 50 because that's what Georgia does this year. This is not your elite Georgia team. It's not a team that's going to come in here and they're going to win by 21 every week. But it's Kirby Smart. I'm not betting against Kirby Smart. I won't do it. So I think 6.5's a lot, especially with Texas is a good team with a good defense and an offense that is rising, But Texas has been terrible on the road. Lost to Florida.
Yeah.
Lost to Ohio State. Should have lost to Kentucky. If you want to count the Oklahoma game, that was better. But, it was Mateer with one hand and the wrong hand. So I think 6.5's a lot, but I'm gonna say Georgia wins and covers. I think it's a close game throughout, but Georgia scores late and covers this number. I also like the over. I did place the over. I think points are scored.
I like the over. What is the total?
49.5.
Okay, I make it 52. So yeah, I wanted the over
I
initially. I just wanted it before.
I grabbed it at. I got it at 48 flat.
I simply put, this game has the same feel as Bama, Oklahoma. Like similar line, similar spot, and I'm in the same boat for the home team. I think. Like I just don't understand why all of a sudden we're giving Texas this much credit for what they've done. Gutsy comeback win. Mississippi State, right? Gutsy. Fourth quarter, the second half in general, phenomenal. Great. Good job. Vanderbilt, you're up by 20 and you end up winning by 3. And it very much so could have probably went to overtime if that onside kick is
Vandy could have
recovered.
won.
Yeah. We got lucky. But I'm not confident in this team, much less in this environment. I'm sorry. This should be a root. But my models and everything are screaming and lighting Texas up like a Christmas tree. And I hate it because I want Georgia so bad. But when I'm looking at my screen and I'm seeing Georgia minus 2.9, I'm like, what the heck is going on? What do we see? Like, honestly, I don't get it. Ultimately, it's a stay away. Over's a play, though. Do think points are scored, mainly from Georgia's side, hopefully. I might look into a Georgia team total play just because there shouldn't be an excuse for them not to hit 27, much less, probably more. I could see 30, 31, probably. So if it's maybe 27, 28, I think I take it personally. But yeah, I'll point the over.
I think Texas first quarter is always a look with Georgia games because more than likely Texas is going to score first. Which, if Texas scores first, just take Georgia. It's worked the past 5 weeks. Just do it again.
Line goes down to minus 3.5.
I mean, with how this line is, you might get it under a field goal.
Really, I would love that, but
it was 7.5 last week. Mississippi State scored and it went to 4.5. So you could get a 3.5, I think. So, yeah, I would play Georgia live, and if you want a plus money play, I'd play Texas first quarter, and just because at worst, I think they'll probably tie it. So those would be my
first quarter spread, yeah.
Angles. Yeah, you could do spread too.
I'm sure it can't be that big, but yeah, whatever.
Mississippi State's spread was like plus 1.5. Anyways, it's upset alert time.
We need an editor.
Right. We'll start with the Big 12. BYU is at home against TCU. Spread is 3.5. Concern level.
Scale of 1 to 10. 8.
Okay. Big.
8.
I'm surprisingly lower. I think I'm at a 5. I don't trust TCU is my problem. And
I get both sides. I get it. Again, known BYU hater.
You are.
But
you hate
yeah.
sucking. I just from a game perspective, the only way TCU probably keeps it this close from a numbers perspective is if they get the lead and keep the lead for a while. I just feel like people are really underrating BYU after the loss last week when
probably, yeah, like that bad.
If this gets under a field goal, I'm playing BYU. just so everybody knows. Because this, I mean, didn't this open at 6.5?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, trend,
Is that it?
isn't it? 3
Did it
points?
open? It did open at 6?
I thought it opened. Oh, it opened at 4.5. Sorry. I don't know what I
I
thought.
was gonna
Why
say
did,
that's big. Like,
yeah, why did
jeez.
still, that means, a lot of TCU money. Should be interesting. I wonder if that line will keep moving. It's looking like right now people are buying a little bit of BYU at three and a
Sorry if
half.
you can
So
hear me scrolling. I'm actually just trying to find. What time is this game?
it's at 9:15,
Oh God.
10:15 your time. Okay, so you're at an 8. I'm at a 5.
I make BYU a 5.4 favorite. I
I
will
think it's a
say.
close game. I will say.
So, yeah, I think one possession is realistic,
Yes, absolutely.
but ultimately it's just TCU has the avenues to win this game if they can find explosives, but that's your
Absolutely.
key. Find explosives in this defense is like needle in a haystack because this
And you have to
defense is
run the ball.
legit and you have to run the ball. Exactly. Which TCU has been very very middle on. I don't want to say I'm confident enough in them to run the ball. I know that they can make plays through the air. We've seen it all year. We know that they can do that. But to open that up, you're going to need to run the football. I don't think they can run the football. I do think that they give them a scare. I think it's a realistic scare, but that's only because of what the line is. I mean, like if this was anything like around a 6 or a 7, I mean, I'd probably dump my confidence rating or concern rating, I should say. But because of it is what it is, I mean, the line is that. So I mean, I have to show a little bit of worriness, I guess, in the spot for him.
All right. Utah travels to Baylor, favored in between 7.5 and 8.5.
Utah travels to Baylor.
They do. It's at 6. Night game in Waco.
Concerning 2.
I'm at a 7.
Gone.
Look, I think Utah's great, but they have not been tested this year. And like the one passing offense that's pretty good torched them in Texas Tech. Like torched them with explosives. Baylor is going to throw the ball everywhere. Now, Utah probably will score 1,000,000 points because Baylor's defense is like running. It's like playing against your grandma. Like you're just gonna. This ain't close. So, like Utah's gonna put up points here, but I think Baylor can match them for a while at least. I think this puts a scare into Utah, especially. I mean, you're traveling. It's a night game. Like Waco's an underrated place to play. I'm a little concerned. I don't think I'm not calling for an outright upset, but I could see this being a 3-point game halfway through the fourth quarter.
I'm gonna say 2, only because not because of a number. I just think Utah wins flat out as far as a covering standpoint. I feel like this has a backdoor written all over it, so I'm not playing it. But this should be a game where Utah comfortably sees 35 to 38 points on the board.
Absolutely.
It's a matter of Baylor. Yes, same thing for TCU. Literally, they are going to throw the ball like heaven knows what. Like so, I expect 300-yard passing game probably with 2 or 3 touchdowns,
Easily.
arguably. Yeah, it's a given. What do you make the total at? I just thought about that. Sorry.
My model's like the under.
See, because I'm at like
I
a 57, but like everything screams over for me.
Yeah, the Baylor turnovers that they've dealt with all year concern me
It's shaky. Yeah.
for like that's why I would play an under, and then also like I feel like this is like 27-24, and then Utah adds a touchdown and it's 34-24. which hits your under, but like you have to expect backdoors. Baylor
Right.
only throws the ball, so the time is going to move so slow when they're on offense. When Utah's on offense, it should move pretty quickly. I want to play the under. I may wait and hope some fireworks happen in the first half and take the under. That might be weird.
Here's the deal. The only way I see an under happening, and it might turn heads, is if this is a blowout.
Yeah, 100%.
Like defensive success rate, you're 17th overall. You're top 10 in defensive pass success rate. On the rush, it's not as good because they haven't been as good. But EPA or drive, you're still roughly top 40, borderline. Third down wise, I mean, like they're getting offenses off the field. Like they're having a hard time converting. So like they're putting a halt in these drives. It's just a matter of how long are those conversions? Because we know what they can do on offense. They're borderline top 5 in almost every conversion distance, or EPA. Like if you go from an EPA perspective, I think they're like top 30 or something like that. And then same thing for offensive success rate. I think they're probably arguably top 20 for on the run, at least. Maybe not the pass. Maybe. Here's the thing. I like Utah. Anything under a touchdown, honestly, because one of these models is either going to be really off or really on, but it has them by 15. Which I could see it. That's the thing. It's like I see both sides though.
Yeah, I do.
Like it's either a neck and neck game where Utah puts up points and Baylor puts up points, or Utah puts up points and Baylor just does not.
I will say, when you talk about those defensive numbers, just let me read something to you and tell me what these offenses scream to you. UCLA.
I'm not impressed by any of their offenses that they played in the slightest, by the way. But UCLA, I get it. Yeah.
Cal Poly.
Yeah.
Wyoming.
Mm-hmm.
Texas Tech. There's your good one. West Virginia.
Which in that Texas Tech game got blown out at home.
Arizona State without Sam Leavitt and Jeff Sims in the game. BYU, who you lost to.
Which we lost. Mm-hmm.
Colorado.
Dumpster fire.
In Cincinnati.
Better, but yeah.
That's all I'm saying when it comes to like those statistics. Like you have to read in between the lines with how we've gotten to these statistics sometimes.
Like rankings are one thing, but it's a matter of I agree.
Who have you played and how is their offense? I make it 5. So
I get it. It's I see both sides. Like my models are over the place with it. I don't really like any of it.
I can see either way.
Maybe another life play. I don't know. It's just one of those weird things.
Agreed. All right, we'll move. We're gonna stay in Big 12 country. Obviously it's the Big 12 best conference in.
These last few Big 12 games are picking up steam. Like they're getting a lot of.
And when I say best conference in college football, I mean the most fun on a week-to-week basis, as in we get crazy results. Anyways, Arizona is traveling to Cincinnati. Line is at 6. Concern?
None.
0.
I think UC should roll. Personally. However, I'll preface before I'm saying this is a massive, massive, massive look ahead spot. Mm-hmm. Like you have arguably the biggest game in Cincinnati history since they joined the Big 12 coming up next week. If BYU wins, I should say.
Yeah.
So you have to take that into account. Ultimately, just win. And I'm sure that's their mindset. Just get the game over with and make it out alive. That's perfectly fine. As far as covering goes, I want nothing to do with the spread right now. It's a really weird number. I'm not sure why. I kind of expected this one to be closer to like an 8, and the fact that it opened at 4 worried me from the get-go. I don't know how Pryor is in terms of injury, but overall it's a stay away. But this is just a win and done. Just call it quits. So I don't have a concerns with them winning as far as covering. I don't really have a say in anything regarding that.
Yeah, I'm at a 2. I'm not concerned here. Run the ball like you've run the ball all year and get out of there. That's all you have to do. I make it 9, so we'll
Yeah.
see. Arizona's offense isn't as good as we thought it was going to be with Fafita. Fafita isn't. I should word it differently. They are not completing passes, and the passing offense is not as good as we thought it was going to be. The running offense has been great,
Right.
but Fafita, his wide receivers just aren't good enough without McMillan.
Just at the beginning of the year, it was a big overreaction. Like we thought it looked like the Fafita Tet days, but in reality, they were playing Northern Arizona or whoever it was. Like it was just, yeah.
All right. We will go to second to last one. South Florida's traveling to Annapolis to play Navy. Spread is 10. Any concerns?
Really big number. But in terms of concern level, on,
It's just upset.
like I said, just getting a win.
Yep.
I'm also going to say 0. They should have 0 issues finding ways to move the ball downfield on the Navy defense. Personally, this USF offense is one of the. I'll say it. I mean, they're one of the best group of 5 offenses I feel like I've probably ever seen in like these last few years. Like the way that they are putting up points is unbelievable. I mean, like I understand playing a UTSA team during the week that was not necessarily impressive, but I mean, dude, like 42 points at halftime. What are we thinking here? And you're looking at a Navy defense that is bottom, literally like 130th in almost every single category on defense. Legit, every single one. There's no way. Points be scored? Potentially, but even then, I'm not gonna sit here and I mean I don't even is Horvath playing in this one? Or is there any word on that?
No idea.
Nonetheless, I don't really care. It should be opened at 8 up to 10 now. I mean, yeah. Anything under a 10 I think is playable personally, but I in terms of an upset, yeah, there's no reason for them to feel any sort of scare in this game at all.
Do not have an update on Horvath. Let me preface it with if Horvath plays. I did play Navy plus 10.5, by the way. I do think it's a point or two too much. I just like
It's a high number. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the hook on the 10. Now this is all if Horvath plays. If Horvath gets announced before game time, I'm just going to buy USF at whatever number it's at. I will say I feel like I know USF very well because of who the coach is with Golish. And I have watched enough Tennessee games to know that there is an avenue for Navy to win for one reason and one reason only. You are playing a defense that's not good. So you're going to score. And you're probably going to hit explosives. So if you have 4 drives that end in 24 points, but they only take a minute to 5 minutes off the game clock, and then Navy has the ball for 40 minutes, you are in trouble because your defense is going to be super tired, especially in the second half. I've watched it with Tennessee for the last 4 years. I'm not saying that like Navy's going to win this game because of that, but that's the reason why I think there's too many points because I can see the avenue. Yeah, USF goes and puts up 30, 31, but Navy controls the clock for 35 to 40 minutes. They put up 3 touchdowns and a field goal, and it's 31-24. You never felt bad about winning ever, but you were like, how the heck is this one possession? That's where I think we're headed.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, last one is, oh God, probably another 0 for you. Let me tee this up really quick. Just gotta find it. Sorry, guys. There it is. All right. Florida's traveling to Ole Miss.
Oh my God.
6 o'clock. Spread is 13.5.
Concerns on an upset or like going off of a cover or like what are we saying?
Upset. These are only upsets.
Negative a million.
Okay. It's fair.
Ole Miss, I mean, I don't necessarily want to say that Ole Miss covers 14, but as far as dropping this game, no.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing that you have to ask yourself when we do these is what's the avenue of Florida winning or the team that is underdog winning. And yeah, I have this at, I'll put a 1 just to have a number. But
it's nice of you to give them that.
Ole Miss is going to have a bye next week, so like maybe they look ahead a little bit towards the bye. But this Florida team is dead. Like they're dead in the water. I can't believe this number is only 14 to me. I'm not going to play it. I'm not going to play anything, but watching what happened last week, I think the second that Florida gets punched in the mouth, it's just over. So I would anticipate Lane scripting a really good script, trying to go up 14 early, and we're going to run the ball and get away. So I have it at a 1. But
I wouldn't be surprised if I'm seeing Austin Simmons within the third and fourth quarter, probably.
Oh, we might
similar to last week. A lot.
Yeah.
I make it 17. I make it 17. I didn't really know I made it that high, but that's what it's at for me. So.
Okay. Now let's do moneyline underdog. This is a parlay we will do every week. Shout out if you tailed.
I
hope someone did, because that was awesome. UConn, Kentucky, Air Force from the 3 of us from the Saturday all hit like plus 2,100. So that was really cool. But we're going to run it back, at least with me and Cade. So, Cade, who is your dog?
Favorite dog?
Yep, dog money line.
Favorite dog money line. All right, let me scroll through the schedule here. I just need to look.
Okay. While you look, I'll give mine.
Go ahead. That's fine.
We are going with Tulsa.
Sneaky.
They're playing Oregon State at home. Oregon State just lost a game by 4 to a team that had not won a game this year. Shout out Sam Houston State. They outgained Sam Houston State by 300 yards. But because they have the worst special teams in the country and turn the ball over all the time, they lost. Also, they fired their interim. Don't know if I've never heard that before, but that's where we are with Oregon State football. So give me Tulsa somehow as a dog.
I'm going to go with a really gross one yet again. And like I said, you guys are just going to have to suck it up and put your pen pants on and get after it with me. This is bad. It was really bad. I'm torn between 2 teams here.
Am I about to be a tiebreaker?
And I want to kind of let you see which one that you might be more confident in and which one might be the better option. Okay?
I'm ready.
First team. This is a game that I've had circled in terms of looking at a spread ticket. But ultimately, I just want to take them outright really bad. Northwestern at home.
Against Michigan.
Over Michigan.
Okay.
Second team. Scrappy team that is picking up a lot of steam. facing a team that is coming off their Super Bowl win that we were really high on last week, but now just screams letdown on an oddly enough short line. North Carolina at Wake Forest.
Mm.
I like both. I like both a lot.
I think the one I like more is probably North Carolina.
Okay.
I see more ways for them to win because their defense is good, and they'll
Wake.
Yeah, Wake coming off a Super Bowl, their offense is horrific.
They can't move the ball.
Yeah, no, they can't. I mean, they honestly Virginia'd themselves and lost that game.
Which we were hoping for, but yeah.
Yeah, I'd wonder if Wake had lost that game, what this line would be, probably 4.5. So yeah, I'd say North Carolina. I think North Carolina.
I think you'd be crazy not to put those 4 in a round robin.
Well, round robin will be announced tomorrow. So there you go. Or yeah. Announced tomorrow or late tonight. Okay, that is plus 507 on FanDuel. Be put on the Hammer Time action.
Which one? Like Tulsa and North Carolina?
North Carolina. All right. Now, your favorite spread.
Favorite money line. Or favorite spread.
Favorite spread for a favorite.
Okay. Favorite spread, I'll be different.
Okay.
Because I technically would say Alabama. Yeah. I'm going to go with Missouri State.
Okay.
I had it whenever it went to 3.5. Had a little bit of a buyback when it opened 4.5. Dipped down to 3.5. I took them on the money line. I took the juice hit and I just played it. But I think you should be fine. There's a lot of flat 4s. I think you can play the flat 4 personally.
Missouri I think you're State. Fine. Who the hell are they even playing?
UTEP.
Oh,
homecoming weekend.
You're betting against Minor Nation? How dare you?
On homecoming weekend, absolutely.
Yeah. UTEP burned us last week too.
If it was just money lines, I would say LSU. But since we're doing spread,
what's funny is I was debating between Bama and LSU, so I'm not going to be different. I'm taking
Alabama. That game is just, oh my god.
The
whole other
LSU Arkansas game.
Yeah.
I took I do have
level of messy.
I do have LSU to cover. Look, Arkansas's dead. I think LSU at least. Like,
you know another one?
If Van Buren's playing, I like it.
I mean, you know another one I looked at? I like Missouri at anything under 7.
Are they playing South Carolina?
Mississippi State.
Oh, yeah. Defensively, they should. That quarterback is so bad.
Night game.
That is plus 236. Missouri
Senior
State
night
minus 3.5. Alabama minus 5.5. So there you go.
I'll do it. Anything
else you got?
There's so much that I like, but yeah, right. You have Play Friday, right?
Both do.
Hey, we have the same. Technically, yeah. I took the money line. I'm going with Louisville. I took them at minus 135. I think it's on ESPN. I chickened out of the spread. I just took the money line, but ultimately, yeah. Just win the game. That's all I care about.
Yeah, I make the game 5. So, Isaac Brown needs to play, which I think he is. I feel pretty confident.
I agree. Yeah.
Play. because that is Louisville's offense. I just think Clemson's defense has quit, and I think they just played another team that had just quit. So one of the quitting teams had to win last week against Florida State. So I just think that's what happened. So I'm gonna take Louisville, and 2.5 I think is fine. If you can get anything under a field goal.
I'm actually saying that he's out.
No, please no. Is he really? I looked at it. What was that, yesterday?
No, if he's out. Yeah, he is. They announced it yesterday. Or today.
Oh, yeah, they did. Oh, he wasn't listed on it yesterday. That's cool. Well, I'd still play it. I'm not.
Just win the game. Just win the game.
I don't think Clemson's defense is so bad. As long as Miller Moss doesn't throw 4 picks. Well, can't bank on that, though.
Should be all right.
Yeah, I think we're fine. If anything, just play it live.
True.
And if I don't like the way it's going, I will buy back on Clemson if I have to. I mean, I just feel good. I more feel good about Louisville's defense anyways.
Same. I agree.
I think they'll stop them. So, yeah. There you go.
Cool. Seems like that'll do it for tonight. It is late. I'm going to get off of here, eat dinner, and probably just watch the most boring Thursday night football game ever. We'll kind of get from there. This will be up on Friday in the AM and should be all set from there. Other than that, appreciate you guys for hanging out, and we will see you on Saturday.
What?
For the morning huddle. We're back.
You weren't lying.
No, I'm not lying. We're doing it.
Oh, okay.
We are doing the morning huddle Saturday morning, 10 a.m. to go over the games. Same thing that we did last week. It was a great turnout, so we're going to run it back. So, yeah, hope to see you guys there. And outside of that, pretty much about all I have. So, see you guys then. Have a great week. Enjoy your weekend. Good luck on your bets. Keep the train rolling. We're hot right now. And make sure to like, follow, subscribe. Support the gang. Give us some reposts. Share around with your friends. Whatever it is, I know you guys got betting friends that you guys go to the bars with and make terrible wagers with. So, tell them about the gang. You know what I'm saying? Not that hard. Yeah. See you guys. Have a good night.